Good morning. We are back at Abington Equine, and I've got Dakota in the trailer behind me, kind of losing a little bit. He's losing his patience and is ready to unload. And the plan for today is to do some steroid injections along his top line for some pain relief. So I'm going to try to get some video of that. And they said it's a pretty quick procedure. We'll be in and out pretty quickly, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, so Dakota's in there now. They aren't letting us back there while they're doing the procedure, which is totally fine, but basically they've put him in some stocks to keep him very still. They took some additional x-rays of his back to make sure that they are injecting in the right areas. So he does have kissing spines in his thoracic vertebra, which is his withers, and they're going to give him a shot there, and then more in his lumbar region of his spine. He's got some really, they're not saying kissing spines, but close spines that they also want to inject around. So he's going to get a total of 6 injections today. And yeah, they have him sedated and in stocks, and they're going to do that procedure with us just waiting out here. And then they said when he's starting to wake up from the sedation, we can be with him while he's waking up. So when we get to go back there for that, I'll try to get some filming done. But otherwise, we've just been hanging out around here. Their facility is pretty incredible. And, you know, I feel really lucky that we've got them so close by. It took us maybe 20 minutes to drive here from the barn. So I feel really fortunate that we've got a vet like this that we can go to. I know that's not the case for a lot of people. So hopefully after this, Dakota gets some much needed relief and we can get back into riding. They did say that he looks pretty different from the last time they saw him, which was the beginning of February. And here we are like mid-March. So just in a month and a half, he's really increased his top line muscle, filled out a bit more, and I've been doing mostly just groundwork exercises to do that, walking him over poles. And so they're really happy with how he looks right now. Okay, he's all done with his procedure, and they told me to just walk him around a little bit slowly to help him wake up a bit from the sedation. So he's sleepy. And then they're gathering together the discharge paperwork and information for us. And once he's more awake, they said he's not awake enough to travel right now, but give or take about 10 minutes, he should be awake enough to load him back up and go home. So yeah, they were joking that most of the time, we were probably here for a half hour. Most of that time was spent just scrubbing his back and shaving it for the injections because he's that dirty and furry still. So he did awesome though. Okay, so here are the spots on his top line where they did the injections. So he's got these areas where they scrubbed his back as best as they could, and then shaved the areas where they did the injections. So he got 4 up here, pretty close to his withers, and then 2 further back, more in his lumbar region. In total, they said there were about 11 spots where they could have injected, but they don't do any more than 6 at a time. So these were the highest priority areas, most likely to be causing his pain, and that's what we did today. We had talked about injecting his stifles because he was very lame, not on this one, on the other one, but we decided let's see how he does with the back injections. If it seems like he is still very sore in his stifles, we can consider doing those later. And yeah, he did a great job. They said basically leave him like this today. Tomorrow I need to come back. I can scrub all of the soap off and get him cleaned up. Continue to do carrot stretches with him, and just let him basically have a week to recover, I guess, even though nothing really traumatic happened. But no riding for like the next 2 weeks. And they said start by just sitting on him, keep it very light and easy. And then within about 2 to 3 weeks, he should be at peak comfort, I guess, to where I could start, really working him under saddle. So he'll have new shoes by that time, and we'll just see how things are going with him. And I guess I'll be back tomorrow to clean him up and do some carrot stretches. And right now he is so ready to go out in the field. I've got to clean up. He got super sweaty. He rubs up against the chest bar in the trailer and just gets really worked up and sweaty in the trailer. I know, you hate it. You don't like trailer rides. But they did say that the kissing spines, or the very close spines, the contributing factors to that are, number one, his age. So of course, as we age, we have less strength. Like I'm a horse. Horses will have less strength over their top line and their abdominals. And with him being overweight too, that's not helping. That's a lot of weight down here that's kind of pulling everything down. And then his conformation as well. So he's not standing square, but see if I can get him stood up a little bit here. So he's higher in his hip than he is in his wither. And I mean, I've known that the whole time that I've owned him. He's always been higher. So that means everything's just kind of a little bit out of alignment down his spine. And definitely it's not surprising me that he needed the most injections up here, because you figure that's where everything is compressing and where the weight of the saddle and my weight would be sitting on him. So makes total sense that he was reacting the way he was reacting. The vet said he was probably moderate compared to what she has seen. Definitely not her worst case to work on, but she said he was probably in significant pain. So I'm really glad we were able to do this for him, and she is very confident that it's going to make him feel way better. All right, he's so done. He's ready to go out. I'm going to get him cleaned up and turned out.